Yeah, so welcome to Warhammer Wednesday Special Edition. So this is the 50th Battle Report online. I am joined by these two reprobates that you'll recognise from the channel. So we've got John and we've got Sam. Sam, get down off that step. No. Come on. There we go. Right, okay. Get down. Right, so what we're going to be doing is, as a...
Always one.
COVID's finished apparently. Right, so what we're going to be doing is a big game for you. So this is going to be 11,500 points aside, roughly. Give or take a few points here and there. We're going to have forces of chaos led by Be Lakor himself, the Dark Master. He has summoned together a number of greater demons and demons of the warp. We've just had a Chaos Rising event where these two took part, as well as myself. So this is the sort of finish of that weekend, really. And they are basically invading the outskirts of Quenelles in Bretonnia. So the King of Bretonnia has come to the aid of the local Duke, as well as the local Wood Elves, who have an uneasy relationship with the Bretonnians. However, when faced with the hordes of chaos, they have come to their aid. So we are going to be playing this slightly truncated, so you're not going to see dice rolls. We'll obviously video all the important moments. You may obviously keep an eye out for some characters. So on the side of chaos, we have Azrael, the Slaanesh Demon Prince. He, she, saucepan, whatever, has joined the fray. And on the side of alleged good, i.e. the Bretonnians and the Wood Elves, we also have some named characters there, which is Durthu leading the Wood Elves. The Green Knight may or may not make an appearance, dependent on how things are going. And just so happened to have been wandering through the area, and the Paymaster has basically offered them a large amount of money and the opportunity for them to kill demons, is the one and only Felix and Gotrek. Okay, so they will also be there fighting away. So I hope you enjoy. Obviously, if you've not seen any of the previous 49, do go back and look at those. And obviously do subscribe, because we've got a lot more content still to come out. And these two are still up for Warhammer. The community is growing and growing and growing for what is an older game, but still probably the best rendition of the old world. Okay, so without further ado, we will show you the forces and we'll get the game started. And good luck, boys, because you're up against.
We're going to need it.
Eh? Yeah, but what you got to bear in mind is 40% of my army's in 9 characters.
Have you got a member on John's team?
Oh yeah, there is that, and yeah, you are the weakest link.
Oh, that's it.
Right, on that note, goodbye. Okay, so here is the battlefield. Just do a flyby. Sorry for the clanking, I should have taken my shoes off, but there we go. Okay, so the Bretonnian forces are praying, as you would expect, when faced with the horde of demons. So on the Allies' right flank, we have the Wood Elf contingent. We have a Wood Elf on Wood Dragon, two Tree Man Ancients, Durthu, which is being represented by this Tree Man here. Various troops. There are some Glade Riders, sorry, not Glade Riders, Way Watchers hiding in the wood. And as we get towards the centre of the board, we have the Bretonnian catapults. We have Felix and Gotrek just in there, in front of the watermill. And then we have the ranks of knights and archers, led by the king himself. Approximately 11,000 points of Bretonnians and Wood Elves. So on the demon right flank, we have the Slaanesh with Azrael and the Keeper of Secrets. We have 2 Great Unclean Ones and a Nurgle Demon Prince for the Nurgle detachment. And we also have Be Lakor by the bridge. He's the overall general. We then have 2 Lords of Change on there, another one here. And as we move down to the demon left flank, we have a Bloodthirster. Okay, so there we have it. View going up the other end. So demon turn 1 movement. End of demon movement, and the demons have typically marched towards the Bretonnian lines whilst the Bretonnians were sat there praying. So first magic phase of the game, 42 power dice. It's going to be like playing 8, this is. Okay, so 42 power dice. Let's see how long this magic phase takes. So we'll update you with what happens. Oh, how many dispel dice you guys got?
9
And 7.
9 and 7. So, okay. Right, so we're going to start with some spells. Okay, so the end of the magic phase. Just a report on what's happened. Some of the archers in front of the fort there got depleted by the spells from Slaanesh. Tried taking out a couple of the knights. The Pegasus with the paladin on is down to 1 wound, and one of the Pegasus riders at the back there is wounded. One of the archers died. Over here we had a couple of the militia gone. Again, a couple of wounds distributed. The archers in front of the trebuchet took 4 from the pink horrors. Rest of the wounds pretty much down this end, other than a couple of the elves that died to bolts from the horrors, mainly caused by Be Lakor's dark mist, which managed to get rid of one of the great eagles, pull the other one down to only 1 wound left, put a wound on Durthu, as well as one of the tree men ancients. Unfortunately though, also put a wound on the Bloodthirster, and also 2 wounds on the Great Unclean One, and killed a couple of the Flesh Hounds, a couple of Bloodletters, a Plague Bearer, and 2 of the Chaos Furies. So into ally turn 1. Okay, so end of ally movement, and the king has entered the battle. I think that's maybe a mistake. He's a bit too far forward, but we'll see. The Knights Errant failed to withstand the temptation of charging the Plague Bearers, so the impetuous Knights have charged in. We have a charge from the last Eagle into the Horrors, and everything else has moved up with the predictable archers holding their ground. The Wood Elf Cavalry, which were the Wild Riders, have charged the dogs. The dragon declared a charge on the Blood Crushers and failed by about 1 inch, so it's left stranded there. And that is pretty much it for the movement into the magic phase. Okay, so the Wood Elves had the better joy in the magic phase, with the Eternal Guard getting pushed forward into the Blood Crushers, and also getting the regen spell off. Put a regen spell onto the dragon. That was pretty much it. 7 attempts at spell singing, all dispelled by the demons. And then down this end, the mage there miscast, got blown out the back of the knights, taking a knight with her, killing a knight and getting herself a wound as she miscast. And over here, a few spells cast but to no avail, and one of the spells has been broken. So that ends the magic phase, so we're into shooting phase. Okay, end of ally shooting, a little bit impotent due to the effects of Be Lakor and his dark mists. The Wood Elves managed to take down 4 horrors, even with a hail of doom arrow, and the rest of all their shooting. And the Bretonnians managed to kill 1 mounted demonette.
And a couple of plague bearers.
And a couple of the plague bearers also fell to arrows. So into combat, we have the Knights Errant who boldly charge into the Plague Bearers. So
how boldly they charge.
okay, so you get 5 attacks. So the Knights Errant bravely charged in, but they only managed to take one of the Plague Bearers down, and have subsequently fled back. And the Plague Bearers chased them, but failed to take them down. Over here we have the Eagles assault onto the horrors. Okay, so the Wood Elves have done a little bit better in combat. They managed to take one of the Blood Crushers for the loss of only 5 Eternal Guard. The Riders managed to take the Flesh Hounds out and have overrun into the Bloodthirster. Yeeks. And the Eagle lost combat on combat res, didn't actually take any wounds from the pink horrors, but they pushed him off and advanced up the field. So end of Bretonnia 1 into Chaos 2. So over on the right flank, the 2 chariots and Azrael have charged in. The questing knights got zapped by a great unclean one, lost 3. The Furies have gone in against the frenzied archers. Over here, the Demon Prince has gone in against the militia. The Plague Bearers, having overrun the, well, not overrun, but chased after the Knights Errant, have now charged into the Knights of the Realm. The Screamers in the centre have charged the archers. The other Screamers tried dropping their slash attacks onto the Eagle as they flew over, failed to do that. The Pink Horrors managed to kill 2 of the Prancing Ponies in combat. The Branch Wraith, yep, she got zapped by the Flamers and is no more. The other unit of Flamers here killed half the unit effectively between them and the Pink Horrors of the Eternal Guard. They did pass their checks, and obviously no magic or shooting down at the corn end of the table. So into combats. Okay, so the chariots of Slaanesh ran down the mounted yeomen. One of them has ploughed into the Knights of the... no, not Knights of the Realm at all, are they? They are the questing knights. The other ones carry on through. The Demon Prince down here killed 5. In return, nothing. The Plague Bearers managed to take out the Knights of the Realm.
Yep.
And chase them down.
Which then chased the others down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, which then followed into the Knights Errant, who also fled. The Screamers had a drawn combat with the peasant archers. The Pink Horrors, they wiped out the rest of the Baby Sham Riders and overran into the Tree Man. The Chariot managed to take 4 of the War Dancers down and hold. The 2 Tzeentch Chariots managed to take a Treekin down and took 2 wounds back in return, but held. Over here, the Bloodthirster took a wound from a horse, 2 from the elves themselves. Well, actually 3 from that. So yeah, a total of 5 wounds he's now had. But thankfully, due to the Bloodletters and the Blood Crushers, managed to wipe the unit out. The Bloodletters have subsequently charged into the side of the Tree Man Ancient even. Over here, the Blood Crushers, with the help of the Bloodletters into the flank, managed to wipe out the Elven General and his Eternal Guard. So they fled the battlefield, and we are now got the battle of turn 2, which will be Azrael versus King Luam. Okay, so Azazel, the Demon Prince of Slaanesh. Okay, so what's yours do?
So it's the sword.
Right.
You take a leadership check at the start of combat. If you fail it, you can't attack and you're auto hit.
Okay, so I have control enemy model in base space contact for the
close combat phase. If you fail a leadership check, you attack your own side and are hit automatically. So go for it.
I'm leadership 9.
On an 11.
No.
And I passed mine. Okay, so I control you. So in theory, you would hit other people if you're in combat. However, I now get to hit you without having to roll, which is nice. So that's 5 hits. I am strength 5.
Well, who are you attacking?
The king, obviously.
Toughness 4.
So 3's to wound. I have a demon blade, so you don't get any arm save.
I still get my water.
Yeah.
And regen.
You're going to need it because that's 5 wounds from Azrael.
So ward save.
Yeah.
Is a 6 up. No.
That's 5 hit through. How many wounds have you got?
3.
3 wounds. And what's your regen?
4 up. Ah, he's dead.
Dead. King Luam falls in the first combat.
Monster reaction for.
You have to do monster reaction for the.
He auto passes. Characters rolling the 6, whatever that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't know what that is.
I'll check the book. So with the death of the king, the Bretonnian force has pretty much fled the battlefield with archers, knights, militia, yeomanry, catapult crew, paladin on the back of a Pegasus decided to flee. The Fey Enchantress fled.
2 units of Pegasus Knights fled.
2 Pegasus Knights fled. So the Bretonnians looking in a very poor state. However, the king's hippogriff carries on protecting the body, even though Azrael's looking for blood. Over on the Wood Elf side of things are looking a little better. Managed to get most of the tree kin into combat. So we have a big combat here against the chariots. Tree man's gone in against the flamers. And again, we have another key battle here with the Elf Lord on Dragon versus the Bloodthirster. We managed to get the charge in. The Dryads trying to get revenge on the Bloodletters who killed all the Eternal Guard. And into what is now effectively the Wood Elf magic phase, as the only Bretonnian mage left on the table is currently fleeing. So the Bretonnian shooting comprised of the trebuchet, which unfortunately overshot the Great Unclean One and failed to hit the Plague Crushers. The Wood Elf archers did a little better this time, managed to take down 2 of the Changebringers and also took a wound off another, so quite successful. Although Be Lakor still having his effect with the mist. End of the magic phase. Didn't really do anything in the magic phase. Don't think actually any casualties were caused. So it is into combat. So the peasant archers have managed to kill the Furies with the benefit of the frenzy that's been appointed to them by the Keeper of Secrets. It's kind of backfired really, because only one guy died at the start of the turn. So the chariot, which overran into the questing knights, managed to kill an extra one with the impact hits, but failed to do any extra damage. As such, the Grail Knights coming in on the flank have wiped that out, and with the overruns, that's where we are, with it charging into the side of the other chariot. Then we go over here, where we have Felix and Goatrek fighting the Nurglings.
So we'll do Felix first.
Yeah, so Felix.
He's weapon skill 5.
So he'll be hitting on 3s, but up to 4s because the cloud of flies.
Yeah. Oh,
2.
No. 2.
And T3.
Strength 4.
So 3s.
Oh no. Strength 4.
Oh, double wonned it. Okay. Goatrek.
Oh, he's got 2 extra attacks. Sorry, 2.
Okay.
His blade.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then Goatrek's got 4 attacks.
Yep.
+1 for every initial attack that hits.
Yep. So you got to roll those first.
So his weapon skill
You're on 4s.
7.
Yeah, you're still on 4.
Oh, he's whiffed it.
So you
Yeah, he's absolutely whiffed it. That was got trick.
go check your
Whiffing
feelings.
it.
No wounds.
yeah.
The Nurglings get to fight back with 8 dice.
Oh no.
Hitting on weapon skill 3, so 4s. Against Felix, this is.
Yep.
And then strength 3, toughness.
Toughness is 4.
That's 2 wounds against Felix.
Strength
4. 3.
3.
Strength
No
3.
minus.
So he's got 6 up and then a 4 at wall.
Takes a wound.
Takes a wound, so he's got 1.
Okay, I win the combat by.
You know, oh, did you put everything into him?
Yeah. So go trick unbreakable, is he? He's a troll slayer, demon slayer, whatever he is, depending on which book you read.
Yeah.
Dragon slayer.
Doesn't say.
I'll tell you what, I got all of the Biggles books today.
Oh, that's nice to know. Cheers for that job.
Doesn't say, but Godric's leadership 10.
Okay, so we'll go with the fact he's leadership 10, so 8. Oh, actually, oh, you do cause fear anyway, doesn't he?
No.
No, so
Is that in psychology as a slayer?
No,
or
no, it doesn't say on here.
Really?
No.
yeah, but they're 2 separate units. So Felix goes 2d6 and he goes 2d6.
They both go 2d6 minus 1.
Do they really?
Yeah, because they do it because each other's alive.
They're a
Oh, okay.
skirmishing unit, isn't they,
All right.
basically?
8.
8.
So here we go. 9. Destroyed by Nurglings. When shit goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Well, so they're both dead.
How many points was that?
Well, Felix was 162. Got Trex 313.
The Nurglings were 120.
So 120 killed.
Okay, the Green Knight against 2 Screamers. What can he do?
He's doing his D6 extra attacks. For 4.
Okay.
So he then gets 8 attacks
Yep.
total. He is weapon skill 7, so 3s. For weapon skill here?
Screamers. Weapon skill 3, so 4. Okay.
Could be 3s on weapon skill 7.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So they all hit.
Yep. I'm not expecting the Screamers to survive this. Strength.
Strength is 4.
4s.
So that's 5.
5.
Yes.
4 wounds, so it's 2 each, so they're dead. And you can overrun because it's first round.
We shall see how far we go. Ooh. 13.
So you actually come this way. Green Knight showing how it should be done.
Oh, we haven't got the roll, didn't we?
So a Lord on a Hippogriff.
Oh, what toughness here?
Toughness 3.
Oh, he only gets his Sword of Heroes against toughness 5.
I won't worry about it. So go on then.
So he gets 4 attacks.
Yep.
That weapon skill 6.
Okay.
So hitting on
3s.
3s. All hit.
Okay. Strength.
Strength is 4.
So 3s.
4.
3 dead.
And his Hippogriff.
Yep.
He's on 4 attacks at weapon skill 4.
Okay.
So
3s.
3s. 2. And he is strength 5.
Choose.
2.
2 more dead. So no attacks back. I'm actually looking at a champion, so you can fight back. So 1 attack.
-1 to hit.
Missed. So you've done. I had a rank and I've got a banner, and you did 5. What's your unit strength?
5.
So we're level on unit strength, and you did 5. So I lose by 3. Lord of Change is there. So 10 minus 3, 7. 7. It's fine. So they hold. Okay, that is the end of the Bretonnian combat phase.
Yes.
Okay, so the horrors have been destroyed by the tree man. A drawn combat between the chariot and the war dancers, with the loss of 1 war dancer, I think. Over here, 4 dryads died, and the second chariot got killed. The tree man managed to take out one of the flamers. They then lost 1 to instability. Over here, the horrors suffered badly at the hands of the treekin, and also took some instability damage, but still 2 remain. Same story here. So the Zinch, sort of middle of the board, is looking fairly weak at the minute. Slightly better story so far for Khorne. Bloodletters pretty much whiffed. However, so did the tree man and the war dancers. So that's an ongoing battle. And then the dryads, who charged into the flank of the Bloodletters, completely whiffed it. With didn't even kill any, did you?
No.
No.
10 attacks.
Bloodletters killed some back and then tried to chase them down, but boxcars by the dryads meant they managed to get away. And then we have another epic battle about to take place between the Bloodthirster and the Lord on Dragon. Okay, so over to you, Squire. Weapon skill 10.
Yeah. So I'll try and hit you with the Lord first.
Yep.
So his weapon skill 7.
So 4s.
Strength 4. So that'll be 6s, won't it?
Yeah, it's toughness 6.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Nope.
No damage.
And then the dragon is 5 attacks. Weapon skill 6.
Okay, so 4s. Bit better. Toughness 6.
So 4s. 3.
3. Toughness 6, that's -3, so no save, go straight to ward. And the Bloodthirster is down. Exactly what was required, and the Bloodthirster dies at the hands of the dragon. And the first demon, any note, falls. And that brings to a close turn 2. So, with the magic phase for Chaos, the Keeper of Secrets has stopped the Grail Knights from being able to fight this turn, as they are spasming. It also means they'll get automatically hit by the Chariot, the Demonette Riders, and the Keeper of Secrets. Be Lakor killed the mount of the Pegasus Paladin, and then subsequently cast another spell on him. He failed his toughness test and he erupted into a pile of puke. Over here, nothing really happened. The Lord of Change has killed the Rider, and with a spell, which I can't remember what it did. What spell was that?
Fail the leadership and die.
Oh, that was the one. Yep. Okay. Oh, and both the Lords of Change also have the orange fire of transition on them both. No magic down the left-hand side. Okay, into Chaos Shooting. So the battlefield as it stands at the end of what is Khorne 3.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, not Khorne. Demon 3. We have a 3-foot section of the board with no Bretonnians on it. Slaanesh has taken their part. Nurgle has pretty much sewn up the mid right side with the Pegasus Knights in fleeing, along with the unit of yeomanry. The knights are locked in a combat with a demon prince. Felix and Gotrik's body has been stamped on by the Nurglings. So the only Bretonnian unit not engaged in combat or not fleeing is the Trebuchet. Seeing as the Hippogriff and the Lord and the Green Knight have been swamped by combat down here. The Wood Elves have done a lot better in the middle left of the battlefield with Tzeentch literally down to the bare bones. We have one chariot left, one squad of screamers, one changebringer, but the 2 Lords of Change remain unharmed. On the far left, again the Wood Elves have started to struggle a little bit. They've had a couple of successes, killing the Bloodthirster and pretty much depleting a unit of Bloodletters here. However, there are 3 full stacks of Bloodletters, and the Blood Crushers are still a threat. And the only real saving grace are the Tree Men at the minute, where they've had very limited wounds issued to them. Okay, so ending at turn 3 with a massive victory to the Daemons, with the Bretonnians literally out of what would have been just, how many points did Bretonnians have?
5, 7.
Bottom of the other
It's
one.
on here somewhere. 5, 7, 10.
So yeah, so the Bretonnians, having lost effectively over 5,300 points of troops, and really costing the battle with the loss of the king early doors, really had a detrimental effect on them. Pressure from the Daemons, and in particular Be Lakor, with his effect on shooting and leadership. The Tree Men held the right flank for the Wood Elves quite well. Not many actual physical elves left, but still a lot of the Treekin are around. The midsection there, again, not much of the Tzeentch forces left, which is not overly surprising. Weak toughness. Khorne and Wood Elves probably would have fought out a bit, carried on the fight over here. Wood Elves probably had the advantage with 2 Tree Men and a dragon in the area. However, a lot of Bloodletters left with combat res, so no guarantee on that. And there we have it, with the town of Quenelles sacked by the Daemons. The Green Knight has reappeared after being crushed by Plague Crushers. He's reappeared at the gates, and however, he's facing down the force of Slaanesh and Be Lakor. So thanks for watching.